What's going on, amazing people? I hope that you guys are doing exceptionally well. I know I'm on at a different time, but we are live at 5. Why? Because you go and you do what it is that you do on your 9 to 5, but you build your dreams from 5 to 9. That's what I was always taught and told, and it just stuck with me. So I wanted to hop on here to share some things with you guys, and to also, as I often do, encourage, motivate, all that good stuff, and tickle you a little bit, honey. If you have been rocking with me, thank you. Know that I appreciate you. Thank you so much for riding with me, for checking me out, for the likes, the comments, the shares, the follows, all of that stuff. I appreciate you. If this is your first time, don't let it be your last time. And also, if you watching the replay because you didn't catch us because I just popped out on you, then just put the word replay in the comment bar. What's up, Vondra? What you say? End of your work week, come through. Yo, no, your work day. I thought you said work week. I would say yes, ma'am. Hey, everybody. What's going on? You rock with me. I appreciate you so much. Hey, Monty. So, guys, listen. As you know, I am in network marketing, a business called Total Life Changes, and it's a health and wellness business. I got into it, when I was coming through and treating myself and building myself up, when I was kicking cancer's butt, please. Right? So I got into it then really by accident. I was like just watching different stuff on social media because I had bad insomnia. I was up and scrolling, and then I heard somebody talking about them being able to be relieved from some of the uncomfortable things that they were going through, the IBS and insomnia and stuff like that, with the products that they was using. I was like, what is it? They was like, it was a detox. I was like, boo, ain't nobody doing that. Right? And then I was like, but what would it hurt? So I didn't try that at first, though. I was like, what would it hurt? I don't know, but I ain't finna do it, right? But then they started talking about CBD, and they would start talking about how it could help you with your headaches. And I had terrible, terrible headaches. It said it could help you with anxiety and all of these other stuff, right? So whenever I did that, I experienced it and it worked. And my audience, my family, y'all my cousins, y'all good. Y'all nosy a little bit though. You nosy a little bit. Everything I did, what's that? What you doing? Why you doing that? Once you sick, in some people's eyes, you sick forever. You ain't sick again, is you? Lord have mercy. I seen her taking dope on the live. She going through something. Dad, why you keep saying, can I say something? You said something twice by asking, can you say something? Say something. If you got something to say, don't let it be nothing stupid, though. But feel free. Feel free. You sure can. At your own risk. So, because, y'all in the house right now. Y'all in the house. You took your coats off and stuff and you done sat in. When I first tried, did it make me feel nauseous? It didn't, but let me be fair. I wouldn't have known the difference because I was already nauseated. You know what I'm saying, sis? So if it would have made me feel that way, I don't know. I'm not surprised though, So, guys, I did that and it worked. I was like, okay, all right. So then I did it again. It worked again. I said, oh my God, I'm addicted. So then I was like, okay, well, let me try that tea then. So I tried the tea. When I tried the tea, it messed around and worked. Baby. That's all I needed. Anything that can help me go. Huh? Anything that can help me go, because I had problems with going. I was like, it's a winner. Y'all know what I did? Everyday life, I'm just talking regular. I'm on my live. Reminder, y'all knows a little bit. I did, look, this right here. Keita, what you drinking? I said, oh, this is a detox tea. This what Jesus had at the wedding in Canaan. That's what he had at the wedding in Canaan. Know your word. They brought it to him. They said, hey, Ain't no water. He said, ain't no water? Nah, that other stuff. They brought him the water. He was like, bam! Hey, hey, and then they had that. But let's stay focused. So, when it turned into, you better know your word, little boy. Hey, you want to try it again. But y'all, it worked. And I was like, boom, there it goes. So y'all was asking questions and stuff. And I was answering y'all. True story. I like made $1,000, $1,000, like accidentally. Then the next time it was like $2,500 accidentally. I was like, oh, if I can do this on accident, or as my grandbaby say, on accident, let me do it on purpose. Y'all like these? I came in today. I had those. And I had this poured up. And the rest is history. Y'all want to know what happened? I'm being real transparent. I had so many people ask me, Keita, what you do? Because I had dark areas. Byron, you remember when my skin was dark under here and under here? You was younger. You were like, Ma, what you do to your skin? Because that black gone. I said, don't get a whooping. Don't get no whooping. Don't be disrespectful. Because I didn't know what he was trying to say. You understand? But he was saying I had dark areas under here and stuff after I finished my treatments. And when I did that detox, my skin was blended. Huh? Blended?
You put that stuff on the spray.
Okay, and I used to spray, the Rejuve spray, right? So when I did both of them, you know, that skin was like, bam, there you go, Keita. And I was like, oh my God, baby, I didn't know this, you know, because he explained good. Nobody would explain more than a child that think they about to get a whooping. So I then understood that, oh, it's clearing my skin. So as a nurse, I started doing more research. I started trying to figure out what's good. Why did this do that? How can it do that? What else can it help, right? Y'all, I promise you that's how it happened. So many people ask me about the stuff. How many times a day do you take the resolution drops? 3 times. So many people ask me about it. True story. I had another device. I logged in, became a distributor, got my link, and then posted my link in that live. I never even wanted to be a distributor when I first started using the products. I didn't. Because I was like, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not finna be fooling with nobody asking them to get nothing about it. I ain't doing none of that. That was my mindset. I said, I want to get better. I want to feel better or whatever. So that's why I'm doing it. But then when a lot of people start asking me, I said, wait a minute, because I'm going to have to send them to somebody else. No, come here. I got something for you. And that's how it happened. When I tell you, your ADT guys laughing with you, I said, hey there, make sure you safe. They need to make sure you safe, honey. So, whenever I started blending, because that's what this is about, whatever it is that you want to do in business, you building a brand, you want to connect with people, you want people to know, like, and trust you. Y'all remember that. KLT. Not a BLT, KLT. Know, like, and trust you. I'm on here. Y'all come to the house all the time. We be talking and stuff. We be having good conversation. Y'all got to know me. You don't go in stranger houses. Do you know? And if you do, you're going to end up in their freezer or something. Surely you was raised better than that. You know me. Wait a minute. You know me. And because you know me, you like me. Oh, some of you like me. Some of you just on here to be nosy. But either way, you are here. Welcome. Right? Once you get to know and like a person, you begin to gain trust. I'm going to tell you this. It does not matter what business you are in. It does not matter what you are selling. You can be out here selling butt. I promise you this. If they don't trust that you ain't going to give them something that they don't want, they ain't buying. They ain't going to get it back, Byron. I'm glad you know it, son. Now, hopefully that ain't what you got out here as one of your products or services. But I'm just giving you an example. It's a know, like, and trust factor for good, bad, and indifferent. Y'all understand? If you understand, put yes in the comment bar. If you don't, ask the question. I love you back, Naomi. Y'all be out here complicating stuff. For what? What are you complicating stuff for? I don't know if they gonna want what I got to offer. Baby, what is you offering? What is you trying to get to the people? Thank you, Angela. What are you trying to get to the people? I don't know if they gonna pay my prices. Well, how much they paying for other people's? Because y'all already know we shop around. We trying to figure out what it is that somebody else charging, so we'll know that we are in the market rate. It's called market rate, huh? You right here talking about, no, they just hating. They don't want to pay my prices because they cheap. No, they're overpriced. They don't want to pay my prices, and they real low. They real low. They don't want to pay it because they don't see the value in it, because they think, ooh, it's that cheap. That's going to make me itch. You got to understand the market around you. Do I feel that Facebook is needed to have a good business? No, I don't feel like social media is needed to have a good business at all. But I do think that social media is needed for you to market your business the way that you really desire to reach the people that you want to reach. I do believe that. If you are, let me give you an example, guys. If you give somebody something to read, or if you give them a video to watch and it's about the same thing, they're going to watch that video before they read what you give them. It's just the facts about the matter, right? You have to learn to blend. Nikita, what am I going to blend? You're going to blend your real self into whatever it is that you want to present to other people. That's what you're going to blend. I wrote a book, and it's about my life story, and I'm talking about how I made it through and how I made it over. But I mean, I really don't want to be telling people about my story and, you know, getting on live and talking about that and doing this. And well, what did you write the book for? If you don't want to help somebody through what it is that they're going through, what is you writing the book for? Don't nobody want to read that. We already don't know if you're lying or not. Your book just sounds real interesting, so we gonna read it. So if you come and validate the stories in your book, ta-da! Come on, somebody. Why you was gonna give up on your business, Jocelyn? Why were you going to give up on your business? Let me know. That's why I did this live at 5. This is not my usual time that I go on. But I said, you know what? 5 o'clock could be a good time for me to go on. Why? Because people normally do, you know, 9 to 5 type things and behaviors at 9 to 5. Then after 5 o'clock, then people start, you know, mentally you check out. Unless you work second or third shift. But I'm just trying to help you help yourself. Why? Because I've been there. True story. When I started in network marketing, I ain't been in it that long, y'all. I only been in it over a year. But when I started in network marketing, the first 9 months of being in network marketing, I had made 35% more in network marketing than I did as a employee to a company that was paying me 6 figures as a nurse consultant. People lie, numbers don't. How did I stay motivated? I didn't all the time, but you know what I had to do? I had to discipline my motivation. When I felt some kind of way, when I felt down, when I didn't want to do it, you know, you have these reminders as, you know, remember your why. That's why my why cannot be a person, because you got 2-3 times to take me there. Now I no longer feel the same way about my why, and I'm going to take this long nap. Do it for your children, Nikita. Them jokers ain't listening. Let me turn over and go back to sleep. Do it for your husband. I'm mad. Do it for your family.
I'm mad.
I'm mad, Byron. You understand? then guess what? It don't have the same feeling. But when you understand that your why is bigger than the people who live with you, bigger than the people that you talk on the phone with, your why is huge. You think the Lord put you down here just to be a servant to the people that you call family, the people got your same last name? Please. So in order for me to stay motivated, I had to do motivating things. I don't look at a lot of foolishness online. I don't look at crazy stuff on TV. You feel what I'm saying? Like the stuff that I put on the inside of me is stuff that's going to add value, stuff that's going to really motivate me, stuff that really set me apart and things like that, because I know for a fact I'm that person. I cannot get low because I get in a dark place and then I start feeling some type way. And I struggle with depression for a long time. And that's something that I don't want to go through. You feel me? So I deliberately do what's necessary in order for me to be in my happy place. April said, I'm confused. What you confused about, April? What's up, Melatonin? I'm telling you, guys, you have to learn different practical ways to encourage yourself, because one day, that person that I always pick up the phone, they might not be available. That person that usually you can have a conversation with, they might not have time. That place you may be able to drive up in and you see familiar faces, it may be empty. So you have to find a way to motivate and encourage yourself. First of all, you have to want it. How about that? You have to want it. A lot of us say it, but we don't want it for real. You like the way it feels when people giving you the attention that it gives you whenever you come with that woe is me stuff. Be careful, Byron. I have no followers. I don't have a warm market, so how can I have success with network marketing? You got to make a cold audience warm. That's it. That's how it all starts. You got to think about it like this, sis. Whenever you are building something and you want people to get to know who you are and you want them to know what it is that you do, you have to first realize and understand, who are you? Right? Who are you? What problem do you solve? Who do you serve? When you are clear with those things and you can present with that, you have to be consistent with what you're presenting with. And not only that, be consistent with what you're doing, with the work that you're doing on the inside of you. The inside work that's going to benefit the outside version of you. Are you doing that? Take people on your journey. Once you start building that way, you connect with other people, brand influencers. You don't have to have an audience as long as you can connect with somebody that does. You have to invest in yourself. You feel me? So don't, baby, at one time I was cold. I was cold as ice long ago. I was cold. I didn't have a warm audience. People didn't know me. Everybody who has a big name now once was a nobody to everybody because nobody knew who they were. I want to get a second job because of my bills, but working takes away from my purpose. Well, are you doing all that you need to do to be able to expedite whatever it is that you purpose to do? And at the same time, if you have bills that are overpowering you or whatever, how are you going to be able to really stay focused enough to do what you purpose to do? Everything comes in alignment. You have to take care of things one at a time. You're welcome, baby. You feel me? So don't feel like it's got you out of place. Just don't lose focus. Oh, I see, April. You say, I have problems understanding simple things in conversations due to brain damage, but I'm still trying. That's okay, baby. So at the end of the day, whenever it's something that you don't understand, you continue to listen to it over and over again. You ask questions about it. You break it down in bite-sized pieces. What would you say to someone changing career fields? I would tell you to know why you're changing. Know what you want to accomplish with this transition and what your goal is going into it. Tell Eden that I said, hey, with his handsome self. And of course, just stick to it. Stick to it. Stay focused. I appreciate you sharing. Hey, sugar. Y'all follow me? Y'all good? Exactly. If you are doing something and you don't know why you doing it, you won't do it for long. And if your why is not to add value to other people, it won't sustain. People tend to get frustrated with you. Well, this is what I would tell you. If people are getting frustrated with you, Suge, even though you have had brain damage, I want you to do this. I don't want you to use it as an excuse to become overwhelmed or to become frustrated in your efforts to comprehend. I want you to try even harder to first try to figure things out on your own, then ask the pertinent questions versus going straight into asking a lot of questions, and it makes it seem as if you're not putting forth an effort. What's up, Mitchell? I support everyone, but can't no one support me, even family. Well, it's not that they can't support you. People choose what they want to do. And if you see that that's the choice that they made, then you oblige them. So I'm interested in starting my own home care business. Any tips? Yeah. So first of all, if you're going to start a home care business, you need to find out what people are already offering and what is at least one thing that you can offer that they are not. You have to learn to lead with what other people are lacking. Find out all the information that you can about it. Find out your market rates, like what people are charging, what people are really benefiting from, and a location that would be beneficial for you. I appreciate you. What is that? Town Rays? You gonna inbox me later about something? Okay. Make sense? What's up, love from Mexico? What's up? Hola. So at the end of the day, guys, I promise you, the only reason why I have accomplished the things that I have accomplished, and there's so much more that I desire to accomplish, but the only reason why I've gotten as far as I have right now is simply because I learned to blend. I learned to blend my real life with what it is that I'm doing. But this is the thing. The three things. Y'all know I come in threes. Three things. Y'all give me a number one. You've been trying to get your network marketing business off the ground and having difficulty doing so. What have you done so far? What have you done so far, Shug? We'll open it up for questions. I do hair, makeup, nails, and design clothes. I don't understand why I can't get ahead with that, because you're doing too much at one time. You're doing too much. Somebody else might tell you something different, but I'm just telling you from a person who is a creative, a person who have a lot of ideas, a person who really pushes to do things. And I used to have my hand in a lot of pots, but none of the food got done in any of the pots because I was doing a little bit here, a little bit there. So the one that did get finished, it ended up not tasting right because I either let it cook too long or I put too much seasoning in it. Now I just gave you that for an example, but I'm telling you this. You do hair, makeup, nails, and design clothes, right? So my thing is this. Pick one of those things you're doing, right? Let's say hair, makeup, or nails. Which one do people come to you the most for? Which one do you make the most money doing? Which one is the easiest for you to really monetize? Which one can you really scale to the fullest? When you figure out that one, that's the one that you do. You build up to a point where it forces you to add something else to what you have going on. No matter if you're doing hair, makeup, or nails, you can design your clothes. You can add the clothes to go along with it because all of it is in fashion. So at the end of the day, you can't do a little bit of all of these and then wonder why one ain't catching, or wonder why you're not really building or scaling the way that you want to. It's hard to scale a wall whenever you walking on this rock, and then you see a rock that's over here and you try to step over there. Now you're doing a split. Now you are at high risk of falling. You see what I'm saying? So you need to focus on the focus. Which one of them can you really scale, build, and catapult your business and brand off of in order for you to then go back and add something else to it? If whatever you are doing is not paying you enough to stop doing what you are currently doing, or either look at things like, oh, wow, I got it going on. If it's not to that point, what we adding other stuff for? You're going to split your attention. Do you have any ideas for singles ministry that I can start off with? I'm new to this. I don't know what to do, but I want to catch their attention. It's about 27 of them, old and young. So whenever you're doing anything that is in ministry, one thing that I've learned through being a preacher's kid, for whatever reason, people don't ask them what it is that they want. What would you guys like to see? What would you guys like to learn more of? If you could hear from anybody, who would you like to hear from? What kind of content would you like to be covered? What kind of questions would you like to ask? Ask them. People will tell you what they want. All you got to do is listen to them. They keep saying I'm drugging them with CBD, and I'm saying I'm keep shrinking and not swelling. Well, people gonna think whatever they want to think. If that's what they think, then oh well. And on top of it, if they don't want to do the tea that has CBD in it, you have an alternative, right? You have an alternative, so you give them the original tea. People who don't want to do something will always have a reason not to do it. You been doing Facebook Lives and talking to family and friends about it. That's just the basics of it, though, Shug. That's just the basics of it. I have a music production company, and I'm a major fan of your show. I've been working on theme music for you. Would love for you to consider having a listen as a gift. Send it to me, Stephen. Naona said this strategy blessed her. What's wrong?
Daddy said I did good. I had a few. Daddy said that was, you know what I'm trying to say.
I don't. Okay, all right.
Okay, then he said that's a good start for me, and then we'll finish 4 and 5 tomorrow.
Awesome. So guys, let me tell you something right quick before we go into this bottom part, right? Now, I ain't gonna tell y'all. I'll tell y'all tomorrow. Are there any free business grants to help start businesses? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But this is the thing. If you don't know, if you don't know the details of the business and what you want to start it for, who's your audience, why you want to start it, what you're gonna offer, the price point of all of those basic questions. You got to do the research on all that stuff, because even if it is a free business grant out there, it's going to cost you something. It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you momentum. It's going to cost you effort. It's going to cost you being able to create that business plan to be able to submit to them. So the tip that I have for you is to have that solidified. I can't seem to get a hold of my vision. 3 brain strokes later, I'm stuck. You're not stuck. You're just thinking about things the wrong way. Right? You said you can't get a hold of your vision. What is your vision? That's the first question. I'm trying to grow my health and wellness business, MLM. Sadly, my network of people, our people, don't support. Our sisters are supporting each other all the way to the top, but ours are stagnant. I kind of think that I'm going with you, Brenda, with what it is that you're saying. But this is the thing, though, sis. Let me ask you, what's your strategy? Tell me what your strategy is. Do you believe to be a successful MLM, you need seasoned advisors? I believe to be successful in MLM, you have to be willing to listen to somebody who's successful in it, whether they're seasoned or not. Sometimes results will trump experience. Simply time is what I'm saying. Simply because some people do things differently, their strategies are different. But I do believe that when a person is seasoned in something, it's something that they're doing that works. People don't become seasoned in something that they don't have longevity in. I'm a Mary Kay consultant looking for team members, leveled up with skincare. Thelma, don't do that.
No.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that, Mom.
No, that's rude.
What'd you say?
You can't promote inside nobody's broadcast.
That's rude, dude.
Eve said she's smart. Oh. Thank you, Tanisha. Miss Thelma, stop doing that. Hey y'all, hey King Tax Services. My thing, I give away a lot. I'm always helping someone trying to do a lunch bag giveaway to the homeless, but everything is coming out of my pocket. So this is a thing though. You have to ask yourself why you're doing what you're doing. Why you doing what you're doing? And what is the outcome that you want? What is the result that you want? And then when you look at that, ask yourself, are you going about it the right way? Whenever you're doing things and it's also almost like missionary work and you're giving to people who definitely they cannot give back to you because of the place they're in their life, you need to see if there's other community partners that you can partner with. You feel me? And then when you're doing it out of your pocket, you need to position yourself as a business so that you can do business to business transactions. What's up, Latanya? That's right. You have to find your loop. Ain't they a mess? So you on the live with me and somebody sending you a friend request. They terrible. I'm doing what our white sisters are doing with my network, but not getting much response. What are white people doing? What you talking about, Brenda? Right, Naona. I love hair. I love to do hair. But I think I cannot become successful nor cannot prosper with where I live. I lived here my whole life. And I believe once I leave, doors will open for me. Everything you said was matter of fact. And when people speak in matter of fact, it lets me know that that's what you truly believe. So if that's what you truly believe, then when you leaving? Because if you're going to stay there, then I don't want to hear nothing else, no other complaints about you not being successful. Because you already told me, Nikita, I'm not going to be successful here. Like I'm not. I grew up here. I lived here all my life. I'm not going to be successful. So guess what? You're not going to be. Now, if you decide to stay there and you want to build your brand and you want to be successful, that whole mindset has to change. Miss Thelma, you okay, baby? How do we get black women to want to change their current situations? First, they have to understand and realize that they're in a situation. The second thing is this. You have to address the issue and not the person. How do you address the issue and not the person? You got to speak their language. You got to talk about something very specific. You got to let them see and hear and feel, heavy on the feel, of before and after. They have to, our culture, they got to know, like, and trust you. 90% of y'all have never met me in real life, but you feel like I'm family. You feel like I'm good people. Why? Because I connect with your emotions. And I promise you, the way that I am right here, if you see me in public, I'm the same way. The only thing might be different, I might have more lashes. That's all. But I'm the same. You see? So in order for you to connect with a group of people that you feel like you have a disconnect with, you got to check what you got going on the inside of you. You know what I noticed too, guys? When I go live, that's when those fake pages start trolling and doing all that stupid stuff. I notice that now. Whenever I'm live, that's when they do that. And I don't know why they do that, but they do. So if you guys can just report the page, I really appreciate it.
Show will. Fake people.
Fake people.
Fake people trying to be you.
Ain't that something? I'm 53 and all I have to show for my life is 6 kids in terrible health. I don't know what to do, but I'm not going to give up. Yeah, and I need you to rephrase the way you said that, because all 6 of them kids going to feel like, darn, mama, she said all she got is us, and like us and bad health. So what we do to mama? You understand? So Miss Teresa, you got way more than that. I need you to turn all that around and rephrase the way that you say that. Because guess what? There's somebody out here that can't have children at all. You have 6. There's some people, baby, their health was so bad they are no longer here. Or either they exist and they don't know that they're here. So your health may not be optimal, may not be where you want it to be, but I promise you there's somebody that's worse off. I agree, Miss Thelma. I have adult daycare, 11 years, just can't seem to get our people to fully trust me with their loved one. Always going to the big folks. I have big folks that have supported me from day one. So Miss Cobbs, this is what I'm gonna ask you. When you say that you can't get our folks to trust you and they go to the big folks, you need to find out why. What are they offering? How are they positioning their business that's different from you? Find out why. Because you may be focusing on the wrong thing. You might be interpreting it as one thing and it can be something totally different. You don't want to put your energy in the wrong place. And all your kids don't love you, they actions show you that. Miss Teresa, baby, kids go through stuff, even when they become grown. And it may not mean that they don't love you. It just may mean that they're irresponsible. It may mean that you were the type of mom, you did all that you could for your kids. You made sure that they had everything that they need, and now they spoiled. And they feel like that you should continue doing it, even though they're grown. And because you don't, they get mad, they get full of air. You understand? Don't internalize that stuff. Don't internalize that stuff. That's how I feel, and I don't know how to begin to change without resources. You got to first understand that you are a resource. What cleared my skin? That detox tea. How do you get black people to want to agree to a contract and paying for your services? Y'all going in on black people tonight. Don't you know I know just as many white people that'll breach a contract. But how do you get black people to agree to a contract and pay for your services? This is the first thing I want y'all to know. If you got to convince somebody to be honest and have integrity to sign a contract, that ain't your client anyway. Why is you wanting customers out there the scheming and scamming? All money is not good money. Whenever you reach people that have the mindset that you have what they need, they won't mind. You're not in the business to convince nobody. You're not in the business to try to make somebody, because if you have to go through all that to get them to agree and sign a contract and pay the first month, you're going to catch hell the second month, the third, the fourth, the fifth, all of that. Byron, they say, how are you?
I'm coming. Now what are you talking about?
Child, didn't nobody tell you to come here. They just said, how are you? Yeah, he active tonight.
I am good.
But y'all, guess what? Guess what, though? So, my baby is getting ready. He's going to be a part of my brand and what I'm doing, and it's going to branch off into his. We're going to be talking about Byron's World. Everybody knows that this is my baby. Everybody knows that he's been here since the beginning, right? But now Byron's 9 years old, and Byron has things that he wants to talk about. He has things that he wants to share with people. He said, "Ma, I want to talk about my emotions." I was like, "What emotions?" You know, when we was coming up, you tell somebody you got emotions if you want to. You ain't got no emotions. Go sit down, you know. But I'm not going to be that person. Why? Because I understand that when somebody is feeling a certain way and they want to talk about it and they want to discuss it, it's going to help other people as well. So they can look forward. Y'all can look forward to some amazing stuff from my big guy. What is it going to be called?
Byron's World.
Byron's World, baby.
Talking about his emotions.
Talking about his emotions. He won't be talking in third person, though. That's crazy. You're going to be talking about your emotions? Okay. The things that concern you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We cheering for you.
I'm cheering for myself.
I know that's right, baby. Cheer for yourself. So we're excited about it. Going somewhere.
Love y'all.
Oh, okay, Tia. I see what you're saying. You said you work in music. You have a contract service for everything from songwriting to writing full albums, and yet people still don't want to sign a contract. So how can you still allow people to experience you and your services without having to sign a contract? What is the contract for? Like if you're writing something for them and they are going to be purchasing it from you, if they're going to obtain the rights from it, I don't know if that's so or not, but if they are, then you price it the way that you need to price it, and once they purchase it, you good. But I could be totally missing something. Y'all see how terrible they are? People out here sending fake friend requests.
Thinking it's you. Got no business doing it. Got no business.
Yolanda, you got to get past that. Period. If your passion is in service-based business, that introvert whole thing, baby, it's got to come out. And people don't make you feel uncomfortable. You make yourself feel uncomfortable. There you go. Colson said need to change the circle of friends. And this is the other thing, guys. Don't be so overwhelmed and so bent on having a certain type of audience. If that audience don't want you, then that's not the audience for you. Like, period. It's just not. It ain't that the devil busy. They don't want you. Find your audience. Find the people who respond to you. Find the people that can hear your voice and you activate them. If I missed some of y'all questions, it wasn't on purpose, honey. I was just scrolling on through. And baby, listen, y'all need to definitely understand, friends and family are usually not your customers. They're usually not your customers. So don't even get discouraged when it comes to that. Don't get discouraged when it comes to that. You overthink everything, Yolanda. Usually creatives do. So Tia, if that's the case, if they get custom songs from you and whenever the money part come up, they get ghosts, I want you to do a market analysis, sis. See what others are charging. See what it requires, right? And see if you're in that range. See if what it is that you're offering is compatible and comparable to what else is out there. So Heather said, I recently became part of BNI group to help promote my friend's business for them. And I'm having to do a lot of one-to-ones and now have a 9-minute presentation coming up. Are there key points that I should hit on during the one-to-ones and presentation? There's definitely key points you should hit. This is the thing. Whenever you guys are doing one-to-one consultations and whenever you're doing a presentation, you need to make sure that you are identifying the top 3 to 5 challenges or concerns. Challenges or concerns. When you address the challenges and concerns, you need to be able to give these people a solution. When you give them the solution, they in turn will know that not only do they know what's bothering me, do they know what my pain point is, but they also know the end result. They know what I want. Guess what? When you address the challenge or the solution and you give them the result or the outcome that they want, they're going to come to you for the how. You tell people why, you tell people what, but they pay for the how. How can I determine a good time to go live? I've gone live and have two or people with no interaction. I keep going because I know someone will see it later. That's a great idea to keep going because somebody will see it later. But at the same time, if you're on a business page, which you should be, there's a way for you to look at your analytics. Your analytics will tell you it will tell you when your audience is active. It will give you the time frame of when your audience is active. So that means you should go live during those times of activity. I wrote a book called Keep Fighting about having and surviving leukemia. I was on steroids. My skin peeled from head to toe. How can I promote my book better? By doing lives, by doing videos, by giving tips, by sharing information, by going and having interactions on social media platforms, building up the momentum, answering questions, setting yourself up as the what is the word? Setting yourself as the subject matter expert and what it is you're talking about. They got to get to know you. They got to get to like you. When they trust you, that's when they spend money with you. Quit saying y'all scared.
For what?
They scared, Byron.
Now that y'all finna get arrested. I can.
How did you order the products? Which products you talking about, huh?
The CBD and stuff.
Oh, that's what they talking about.
I bet you.
So let me put this in here since Byron think he got all the answers. Y'all, I got 10 more minutes with y'all. Y'all didn't even let me give y'all the 3 tips. But that's okay though, because it'll give me another opportunity.
I'm gonna get that butt whooped. Go ahead and pick the bill out.
You a mess, boy. Hush. That's right, Yolanda. So, Yolanda, out of those 3, which one do you feel like you need to go forward with first? Which one do you need to go all in with first?
Tastes good.
What is the tea that don't cramp you? It's different for everybody. But me, I do the brewed tea, the original tea, and brew it. It don't cramp me at all.
Ugh.
The other one did, but I still had good results from it. But I was sleeping on that brewed tea. I pinned the link at the bottom. I know, Miss Lynn, come get them.
I'd make some jokes at your house. You ain't gonna be able to stop me.
Who?
Here, Miss Lynn.
Miss Lynn ain't fooling with you.
She ain't gonna be able to stop making jokes. Hope you got a son.
He ready to come. Tell me, I hope Miss Lynn got a son. You don't even know who she is. You a mess. You're giving so much other good information. That's my goal, Sugarfoot. Any other questions though? But I'm gonna give you guys these 3 things. Now I gotta remember what I was gonna tell y'all. Y'all gotta end with these questions and all that goodness.
All that annoying.
Chill. What were the 3 things I was gonna give y'all? What was I gonna share with y'all?
Probably something good.
Oh, you didn't find the liquid vitamin? Get you some of that NutriBurst, Ma. Nikita, girl, you are on here dropping gems like this. Are you a business coach? Because you should be. I have my whole notebook. Oh yeah, I am a brand strategist, baby. It's what I do.
That's nice.
Okay, I'll check. I'll see if I can find a message. Check my inbox and tell me what you think. Okay. I gave y'all some other jewels. Oh. Y'all here a mess. What do I mean by blending? Y'all listen. Okay, thank you for asking that. 3 things. The power of blending. Thank y'all. You see? Hey, I'm a stroke survivor too, baby. Sometimes I need to be reminded, right? So at the end of the day, that's why it's so important to stay focused on the focus. So check it out.
I got you.
How can you create a short link for TLC? Go to bit.ly, bit.ly. When you go to bit.ly, you can create, it's free. It's going to ask you, what link would you like to shorten? You put your long TLC link in there. Then it's going to ask you, what would you like it to say? It'll have bit.ly / and it's going to be a box. Then you put in that box what you want it to say. And there you go. 3 things. The power of blending. Listen to me. Whenever you blend, the Lord led me the other way, right, sis? Whenever you are blending, it is very important that you remain with your creativity. You remain with your creativity. But the 3 things that you're going to do, awesome, sis. But the 3 things that you're going to do in order for you to do this is, number 1, you have to connect with your target audience. What does that mean? It means you attract who you used to be, and you also attract who you desire to become. You are in the middle. The people that used to be you, that has those same challenges and struggles that you have had, that have those same concerns that you once had, you're going to attract them people. You know why? Because they see in you what they wish that they could become. They see in you what they want to accomplish. And because you have already made it to where you currently are, they are here, you are here. Guess what? Because you have made it to this place, you can now tell them the things they need to know to get them from where they at to where they desire to be, because they desire to be where you currently are. Don't overthink this thing. You have to connect with those people. So how are you going to connect? But you're going to tell your story. You're going to share with them the things that you've been going through and the things you had to overcome, the way that you accomplished what you accomplished. You're going to take them on a journey. When you take them on a journey, you're going to be giving them the steps in order for them to go on that journey as well. You're going to give them tips, tools, and strategies. You're going to allow them to have aha moments. You're going to do all of these things. And guess what? When you start sharing this type of stuff, they're getting to know you. When you get vulnerable and become transparent and authentic, they get to like you. Why? Because they're connecting with you. You will not be able to build on anything that you don't connect with, and that's a promise, right? So now that they know and like you, they're going to get to trust you now, right? But not yet, because we're talking about connecting. That's number one. You have to connect with your people. And I just told you the things that you do in order to connect with them. Give me a number two. Give me a number two. You are full of energy today.
Show him. Why you looking like that, Mom?
Number two, you have to connect. The second thing is this, baby. You have to commit. You have to commit. Nikita, what do you mean about me committing? Whatever it is that you're going to do, you have to do it. You have to show up. You have to be consistent. If you're going to show up once a week, show up once a week, the same day and the same time. Don't show up once a week on a random day. Nobody knows when to find you. And the way that they get to build their trust is, guess what? They know that now that they connected with you, oh, she said she's going to come on Tuesdays at 8. Every Tuesday at 8 o'clock you show up. They beginning to trust you. Oh, whenever I reach out to her, she respond. They're trusting you. You're building a relationship. You will not be able to go far with people that you don't have a relationship with. And you cannot build a relationship with anybody that you have not connected with. You have to be committed. Be committed to what it is you desire to do. Be committed to serving people. Be committed to giving them the answers to their problems. You being the solution to their problems. You're going to address challenges and concerns. All of it works in a circle, family. But you have to be committed enough to do it even when you don't feel like it. Number three. Number three.
Number 3 ain't show up yet?
Not yet. Yep, we got a number 3 over here. We'll get a number 3 on IG. Give me a number 3. Come on.
Number 3.
Number 3, there we go. So we already said number 1. You have to connect with your people. Period. This is how you're going to blend. Number 2, I told you have to commit to what it is that you're doing. You got to commit to that product, to that service. Because if you don't believe in you, neither will they. Right? Number 3, listen, you have to care. You have to care. It can't be just about money. It can't be just so you can get a sale. It can't be just to increase your numbers. You have to care. Nikita, why do I need to care? Because people don't care until they know how much you do. Miss Gwen, you know I ain't sending out no friend requests. I'm on live. So no, I'm not. Report it. I don't know why they doing that. You have to care. You have to care enough about what it is that you're doing that people understand your purpose. People understand that you really do care about them, right? And if you walk that thing backwards, you have to care first. Not only for yourself, but for other people. Once you establish that you care, you have to become committed. You have to become committed. And whenever you become committed with who you are and who you have to serve, there will be a connection. Y'all see how it works? Baby, anytime things are in alignment, you can walk it frontwards or backwards and it'll all still intertwine. That's what you call blending. All hearts and minds clear, type clear in the comment bar. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to hit me up in my DM. It goes down in the DM.
They go down.
Come on. Y'all see how simple it is and how we overcomplicate it? It's really as simple as that. You welcome. Clear. Now may the Lord watch between me and thee, while we're absent one from another, here now and forevermore. And we all say it.
Amen, amen, and amen.
Remember, get here. Remember, you are somebody, so am I. The Lord loves you, so do I. Till next time, we out.